one electrified bridge, 10 desperate challengers, and a fate worse than death waiting below. Episode 13 of Kaiji, Ultimate Survivor, titled Monster, Kaibutsu, brings one of the most heart-stopping moments in anime history. With high stakes and even higher tension, this episode is a masterclass in psychological horror and raw human desperation. But what really happens in this intense crossing? Who will survive? And how does Kaiji's leadership push them forward? Let's break it all down. After barely scraping by in the previous gamble, Kaiji finds himself in yet another deadly test. Alongside 9 others, he is forced to cross 2 parallel steel beams suspended high above the abyss. The twist? The beams are electrified, meaning one wrong step will send them plummeting to their deaths. With no harness, no safety net, and only their willpower to keep them going, the pressure is suffocating. But Kaiji, as always, refuses to let despair take over. He rallies the others, urging them to have confidence and believe in their own strength. If they hesitate, they die. The first few steps are nerve-wracking. Every movement is a gamble. Every breath feels like it could be their last. And at first, Kaiji's words seem to work. The group moves forward, careful but determined. But then something changes. The true enemy appears, not the beams, not the electricity, but fear itself. One by one, the contestants grow silent. The sheer terror grips their minds, making them freeze mid-step. Their hands sweat, their legs shake, and the once strong resolve begins to crumble. And then it happens. The first fall, one of the contestants loses his balance. He gasps, flailing, but there's nothing to grab onto. In a horrifying instant, he plummets into the darkness below. No screams, just silence. The shockwaves ripple through the group. Another man falters. His breathing becomes erratic. His fear overtakes him, and in mere moments, he too falls into oblivion. Their bodies vanish into the darkness, leaving only the sound of the wind howling through the abyss. Kaiji watches in horror. His mind screams at him. He tried to keep them motivated, tried to keep them moving forward. But it wasn't enough. The bridge is claiming lives, and there's nothing he can do to stop it. For the remaining challengers, the fear has only multiplied. They know now this is real. Death is just one wrong move away. And there are still so many steps left to take. And this is just the beginning. The bridge has already claimed 2 lives, and the rest are still trapped in this deadly game. Will Kaiji be able to lead them to safety? Or will the demon of fear consume them all? The stakes are only getting higher, and the next steps could be their last. Stay tuned as we continue breaking down Kaiji, Ultimate Survivor, and its thrilling, psychological battles.